Guys, girls, what's up? It's official. Uefa have closed down the Europa and delayed it until next year, which is something that we all knew was probably going to happen. It was talked about, it was on the cards, and it's officially done now. So, and all international football, all friendlies, all of that, done, 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 done. And this is the thing that we were talking about on Sunday night's podcast because the most important thing is the domestic league. Domestic football is more important than anything right now. Everyone's talking about Premier League is delayed until the 3rd of April. The truth is, guys, is that date that they gave is only a date to come back to the table and restructure, relook, and rethink about the things that they are talking about. In realistic terms, in my opinion, we won't be getting football back until the summer, at least till early summer. I would say maybe July is a date where you can probably pencil in to kickstart everything. And this is why I was saying on the podcast that when you consider that the players have to have 2 weeks holiday, the players have to have 2 weeks of training and preseason. And then the problem with the Europa and the Champions League is you're playing preliminary games. And those preliminary games are starting from late July, going all the way through to August. And at that point in time, there's just no way, guys, that you can actually start anything like that. So I wouldn't be shocked if the Euros and the Champions League were cancelled next season, or it was just probably a knockout competition like the FA Cup. I would think that to have a Champions League, get rid of the league stages and just have a knockout competition for the Champions League. You can do it over one leg, do it over two legs, doesn't really matter. But for me, if you play it like the FA Cup or the League Cup, where you just have legs played or you just have games played and whoever wins goes through to the next round, and that would be a lot quicker than having it run through a whole season. So if you're going to do the Champions League or Europa, then that's the way to do it for next season. It's just not going to work the way things are at the moment, and we have to think long term. Most of the decisions that was made were made short term. So listen, time to focus a little bit on Arsenal right now. A lot of issues that we're going to be facing in the near term is we've got some issues. Messi, Dani Ceballos, Pablo Mari, and Cedric Soares. Most of those players' loan deals are actually going to be over before the end of the season, should we finish. And I think it's fair to say, even the consensus in the podcast and everywhere around and in the FA is that we need to finish this season. That's what's going to happen, guys. And you can do that by playing 2 or 3 games a week. And I don't feel any way how that will get in the way of anything if you kickstart the season back up in June or July, and you can literally finish it within 3 or 4 weeks because there's only 9 games to go. If you play 2 or 3 games a season, within 4 weeks the season will be done. The only problem there is those loan deals will be eliminated by June. Teams will be given an extension due to making up new rules this season for loan rules to be extended until the end of July. And I think if they do that, then teams, not just Arsenal, but teams who have players on loan will be able to get through that brick wall and contracts are contracts, but FIFA and UEFA can pretty much do whatever they like as far as finishing the season goes. And listen, guys, it might work in our favor. It might mean that players that we want to keep will be able to renegotiate long-term deals because the players that are on loan outside of Dani Ceballos, contracts are ending anyway. So if the contracts want to be extended and you want to sign a new deal with a new club, then now's the time to do it. If you're an agent, you're looking at stability for your player. So now is a time to get Pablo Mari and Cedric Soares signed to a 3-year deal where the player will feel safe, the club feels safe. I'm sure we know what them players offer at the moment. We've seen what they can offer. They've been in training since January. Yeah, they've been practicing and working out and training and watching film, and they've been doing all of that since January. So it's not like we don't know what we've got. Look what happened with Denis Suarez. Remember him? We took one look at him in a couple of games and in training sessions, and Emery was like, nah, don't want him. Don't want him. Yeah? Now, I think with this, it's a little bit of an advantage that we can play because we know who we want to let go. And that's the thing. You know, some of these players have got to be very careful. Guendouzi and Maitland-Niles are in Arteta's dog room. These players have been kind of taking a mick with him. He set high standards. They've been turning up to training late. They've been dragging their foot. and quite frankly, Arteta's not impressed. And that has shown by the lack of activity and game time that these guys have been having on the pitch. So, like I said before, Arteta don't suffer no fools. So if you're going to play around, the man has set a high bar, and it's up to the players to achieve that status. As for the coronavirus right now, guys, it's what we pretty much expected. Everything locked down, everything shut off. It's not a matter of weeks, guys. It's going to be a matter of months. So we need to dig our heels in, and we need to just get with the program. For content creators like me, we're gonna have to think up new ways and new ideas to keep everybody happy and entertained. And so obviously the show is going to carry on a Sunday. We might even do an hour midweek show just to cover off other sports. Well, there's no other sports, but just to cover off other social topics, because guys, what else is there really for us to talk about outside of the virus? Nothing. Yeah, there's no results, there's no matchups, there's no key previews, there's no reviews, there's nothing. There's not even, I can't even go to the cinema. Yeah, I was about to go and see Vin Diesel's Bloodshot, and I'm just thinking to myself, why would I sit down in a chair in a cinema that I don't know has been cleaned? I don't know whether the chair's been wiped, disinfected. I don't know whether any of that has happened. All I can do is trust what's going on in my own yard. Yeah, that's all I can trust. So there's a lot of things, guys. This is new territory for us, man, and we just have to stay with it. In fact, the only sporting thing that we can talk about is the NFL. Why? Because Tom Brady has decided he's not going to be back with the New England Patriots, the most winningest Super Bowl quarterback that there's been in the game, most decorated, and at 41 years old, they've decided to part ways, which, to be honest with you, contract was up. All the CBA rules have been changed, so players, I think they've added another 10 million on the salary cap at the moment. So the NFL is in good stead, and there's going to be lots of changes. Right now, free agency NFL is going on, regardless of the coronavirus. Players are free agents, they're free to sign with other teams, and I just wish we saw that activity in Premiership football. But, these guys are owned by clubs, and if they make a move to another club, there has to be cash exchanged. It's very draconian, but listen, that's the way how we work. But listen, guys, keep it locked down, keep it real, guys. Wash your hands, stay clean, look after your own self-hygiene, keep your distance from other people. Listen, let's get that social separation going, man, and just make sure you guys are looking after your family. Number one priority, guys. Let's look after the family, and I'll speak to you guys soon. Lock it down. Peace out. Right back at you.